Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, everyone's talking about the WandaVision trailer. Now, I'd heard a bit about WandaVision. People were talking about WandaVision coming, WandaVision coming. I'm like, what is WandaVision? I assumed WandaVision was a comic about some character, superhero I just hadn't heard of yet. Presumably her name was Wanda or something. I had no idea what it was. I thought, I'll wait, I'll see. It'll be a surprise. And the trailer came, and I just saw a few shots when I was sort of thinking about looking at it and all that. And I'm like, isn't that the guy from the Avengers? Isn't that the witch one? What was her name? I was sort of like, oh, okay. And I watched the trailer, and it is indeed Scarlet Witch and Vision from Avengers. And it's very strange. Now, I assumed it was a TV series, but they're saying, well, Wikipedia said it was a web television series. So I'm not sure what this is. I thought it was going to be a limited series, maybe. I have no idea what this is. But it doesn't look like a web series. It looks like a real TV series production-wise. So I'm not sure what this actually is. And no one's talking about any specifics, whether that's because no one has any. Now, the trailer goes for about a minute and a half, and it shows a very interesting universe, one we have seen before, which is the universe of sitcoms. A lot of people have done television episodes, Roseanne, other people, where they basically go back into the past and they live in a sitcom. There was a movie based on it called Pleasantville, which is where they basically go into this world that's just like a sitcom. They didn't actually use any specific sitcom characters or locations or anything, but it's like 50s, I mean, so it's black and white, and the introduction of colour is an element, blah, blah. So we see Scarlet Witch and Vision, Wanda and Vision, living, it's like they're just married, they've moved into this suburban neighbourhood, and they're trying to fit in with the neighbours, and she's saying to him, she changes his appearance, it's like she has it's like it's in Bewitched, and it's like she's got Samantha's powers, and she's moving things around, and I mean she's got powers anyway because of course, Scarlet Witch, Bewitched, of course she's going to be that sort of character. And they show her change Vision's look, so he looks like a normal man, which I guess is quite a relief for the actor who gets to just go without makeup and still play his character. And they're having dinner with oh god, what's her name, the actress, the mother from that 70s show, the funny one. Oh, damn, I feel so bad, I don't know her actual name. They're having dinner with her and her husband, and he starts questioning them, and she can't explain, neither of them can explain where they're from, when they got married, why they don't have children, why aren't they normal, basically. And then you see the image or the world disrupted, and then they rewind back. And it seems as though, I'm not sure if she doesn't know the world she's in or if she's the one controlling it. She's the one for the power, so I guess what I would assume is she couldn't handle Vision dying, so she created this little world for herself to live in, which is something that Roseanne did when Dan cheated on her in the last season of the original Roseanne show. And she basically just hid in her room and watched TV sitcoms and put herself into all the sitcoms, and she got to play Jeannie and play Bewitched and play Mary Tyler Moore and a lot of people have done this in their shows and that, because it's just fun to sort of rip on that era. But whether this is, it doesn't seem like a dream. It seems like something she's created, and it seems to be disrupted. There's a point where they show like a current police investigation where there's like a helicopter and police line sort of, something's happening at night, there's some sort of crime scene, and then we actually see the real Captain Marvel. What was her name? Monica Rambeau, the real Captain Marvel, the black one, not the white woke one who stole the black actress's role okay, we won't talk about that. So yeah, so she seems to be living in a fantasy, and obviously you can't do that forever, and it's very short. They basically just show this scenario, it gets interrupted, and they flash through different eras, like it goes into the 70s, like colour's introduced. You see them standing there and colour actually comes in, and he's actually got the makeup on again, but it's like coming from them almost, not like it just blink and changes. And then we see the 70s and the 80s. You see her friend who's in leg warmers, and they're also, the house is different, but it looks like the same house from other shots where she's in a costume. I'm guessing Halloween. She's dressed up like, it looks like Catra almost to me from the original She-Ra, because it's the 80s. And actually, the house looks a lot like the Family Ties house. It has the staircase and the window, but yet it still sort of looks like the Bewitched house from other angles, and it doesn't look like an exact copy of the Bewitched house. The windows are not the same, but the door's the same. So they're going for, they're not trying to say they're actually in that show or anything specifically, but they're trying to get that look and that feel. And we have an interesting scene where there's another character sitting in a car, and she seems to be frozen, and because we do see Vision flying up into the sky in his full superhero kit, and then he touches her on the arm, and she sort of wakes up, and she's like, she thinks she's dead, and he's like, why? And he said, because you are. So yeah, how is he back? Is he real? Is he something the Scarlet Witch has created, and he's trying to ponder his reality? Like, is he real? It's very interesting because no one knows what it is exactly. From what I can tell, no one I've seen who's watched the video, and I've watched a couple of videos who've watched the trailer, seem to know exactly what it is. They do seem to, it's basically a bit of a surprise. I don't know if, I heard the first episode leaked, but I haven't looked at that because I don't want spoilers, and no one else is talking about it, so I'm thinking maybe someone just said it leaked so they could get a clickbait headline, but I don't know. It looks very interesting, and I do love the whole going back into the sitcom thing, the whole idea of not living in reality. I myself like to escape into TV. At the moment, I'm watching Knight Rider while I'm playing with Fraggles and doing some other stuff which is all based in 80s stuff. So like I put on my Facebook today, 2020 question mark, it's 1986 here because that's the era I'm in at the moment, and it's much better that year. So I can understand people doing that. I understood when Roseanne did it, and I understand when other people do it, where you just want to, and people have shown it a few times. I wish I had other examples where a TV character, current TV or movie character, has escaped into past TV sitcoms, because you can do that now with syndication, streaming, the internet. You really can just focus on an era that you like and just watch TV movies and movies and TV and everything from that era and just live in that era. Like people, you have these people who live like they're in the 50s and they dress like they're in the 50s. There are all these sort of, that's all interesting. Then to put that in a series and then to put in a supernatural sort of superpowers element of this person creating this world for real that they're living in. And then I guess we're seeing the real world on the outside interfering with her, as well as the internal world not working because it's not real, because you can't live in that. So whether this is just a little sketch and the show starts off and she's in this delusionary world and then she gets pulled back in the real world and then they just deal with normal sort of Marvel era sort of stories, or whether the whole series is like that, or if maybe the whole series is that breaking. But this is the fun, speculating, trying to work out what it is, being excited by the idea of, well, what's this coming? I mean, I saw a video of Mecha Random and she was actually excited about this. It's like, I'm like, very like, what is this? What is this? Because I thought it was just some random character never heard of before. I didn't realise what Scarlet Witch's real name was. And I didn't connect Wanda and Vision. I thought literally WandaVision. I thought like she had some character with some like visionary powers where she could see things or something. I didn't know. I just thought that's an interesting name, WandaVision. Wonder what that is. Then on to the next subject. But yeah, I've talked more than I planned to about this, but it does look interesting, and everyone I've looked at who's looking at this is in that same sort of, ooh, what's this? That's interesting, and not actually knowing. No one seems to actually know, and I don't want to research too hard because obviously they're holding on to it as a surprise, and I don't want to ruin it for myself. I'm sure someone out there has put a video out saying exactly what's happening and exactly what it is, but I'd rather just wait to see it and see what happens. Although I don't have Disney Plus, so I think I have to get Disney Plus for a month in a little while, so I can pretty much watch all of the Mandalorian all at once, and I'll probably watch WandaVision at the same time. So I'll wait for them to drop, maybe. I don't know. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Love to know what people think about this. But if you actually have read some spoilers, don't tell me. Or just put spoilers in the comment. But I probably won't get any comments anyway. But yeah, if you know, I want to know, but don't tell me everything. I don't know. I'm going. Thanks. Bye.